Okay, shalom, shalom, kwam yasha'Allah, koholoimla, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakwadash, double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us his beautiful truth. Just want to take the water to the Akim and Akwaf. That's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan the Waf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And just wanted to do a quick lesson on, a few news articles that are out right about now that, most definitely going to keep our people heads turning and twisting and not seeing straight ahead, as to what's really going on in the backdrop. Because Esau is doing a lot of shit in the backdrop, man. The main things that we should be focusing on it's pretty much, what I'm saying, these last major prophecies. Jacob's trouble, of course, this could be a portion of it coming through, but mainly that market of Beauty and the Beast, that implant that they want to implant every fucking body with and perpetually enslave you, and also World War III and the things that the Lord told us to focus on. He told us to watch and pray, for the things that he spoke of that would be happening before his coming. You got the wars, rumors of wars he spoke of. You have the earthquakes, pestilence, famines. You have the earthquakes in diverse places. There's been earthquakes going on all week, pretty major ones. He spoke of because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. That's 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1 on down to like verse 5, where it talks about in the end days, perilous times shall come. But the Lord said to watch and pray, to measure thou the times diligently in itself, So I just, I was going through, I seen a few stories and I'm like, yep, just another one, a few of these bad. We already know this is what's on people's minds. You're going to see a lot of comments to these stories. Like this one right here is going to be a big one with Black Lives Matter leader sparks outrage as he claims KKK got another victory in rent outside Daniel Penny trial, right? And you can see that's got 4,000. This particular story, just as of right now, it's got a little over, almost 5,000 comments. And, those comments, man, are just race baiting dividers, so to speak. And Esau, this is what he wants. See, he wants this chaos to come, man. Well, let's go back. And I'm just gonna, kind of just go into some of the things that I kind of pull or seen right off. You got this. Let me see here. I even seen this bullshit. Fact check. No, Michelle Obama using IVF to give birth doesn't mean she is transgender. This is the type of stuff that people are into, man. You got, shit like this that's going over in Syria. This guy had a secret tunnel, man, from under his shit. Assad's secret escape tunnel revealed. Huge luxury underground network found, and it's big enough to drive through. Yeah, that shit is big, but that's something different. Jake, not really into stuff like that, but it's still it's out there for the people because people, there's certain people that's into stuff like that. But we talking about the things that really our people, Jake, is into. A bunch of bullshit to go along with your Christmas holiday that's coming up, your NFL Sundays and all this bullshit, your football games, baseball, whatever the fuck is going on. Who knows right now? You got this shit with Jay-Z, of course. Jay-Z was accused of raping a 13-year-old girl at VMAs. Diddy said he was innocent. That shit. And a lot of comments on that. What else we got in here? Oh, of course, this guy right here. This going to be ongoing in the news right here. This going to be like really one of those. And I don't even know why. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just another damn murder. And why they're, focusing and making this shit so big. I know the guy was on the run for a few days, but, and they not even sure if this is the actual guy. But person of interest in fatal shooting of United Healthcare boss Brian Thompson ID'd as Luigi Mangione, if I'm pronouncing that right. An ex-Ivy League student. So you're going to see a lot of that shit going on in the news as well. And whatever other stories that's just going to be popping up, man. You're going to see a lot of shit popping up. But these are things, man, let's just keep your mind, over here when they're doing shit over there, so let's grab a couple of scriptures. Oh, this is already there. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. See, we're not ignorant of the bread and circus, man. We're not. See, we don't give a fuck about none of that entertainment shit that's going on and the sports that's going on. I mean, there's nothing wrong if you're watching whatever you're watching. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. But we filter things like that through the scriptures, because the Lord said to what? To walk circumspectly as well. Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. You're living in some very wicked ass times, man. And things are changing. Things are changing real damn fast, man. You got Trump coming in. See, they're not. A lot of people are not focused on this team that he's putting together. You know, his cabinet that he's putting together. He's putting together a pretty wicked fucking cabinet, man. Average person, not really thinking on nothing like that. The average person, as far as our people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, 2/3 Israelites, I would say. When Kamala lost, you know, they cried and boo-hooed for the week. Some of them still crying and boo-hooing. But they just moved on with their life, man. They don't give a fuck about nothing. They ain't thinking about nothing else. They not looking into nothing else, because they was never into politics to begin with. They just wanted a so-called black woman to be, you know, voted in or whatever with that bullshit. So, you know, but the focus is, man, just the same scriptures be coming out. Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So while he's throwing these little stories out here as if they're so important, this man is coming up with all kinds of legislations and laws and shit that's going on. You got that shit going on over in, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, with this president of Syria going on. You got I think they done just sent fucking Ukraine like another $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? You got that NATO, EU bullshit going on. You got the pretty much overall the fall of France's little government with Macron over there, the fall of Germany's little government, all these little Edomite spots there, you know, where they're ruling and you know, conquering the world type of deal. A lot of that shit is falling, and it's all really leading up to World War III, you know. And also, you know, like I said again, if you're watching it in the backdrop, the cabinet that Trump is putting together, all those people are pro microchip. So, you know, and it's a lot going on in the backdrop, man. It's far too much shit going on. But in the meanwhile, like I said again, these types of stories, these are the types of things that Esau throw out there to keep people on the bullshit. And then all of a sudden, you wondering like where your rights went, right? They talking about a lot of talks have been on this. I didn't see anything on it right off. But a lot of talks is on shit like this too. Let's go off into let me see here. These fucking car-sized UFOs. They've been talking about. Hey, they've been talking about these car-sized UFOs and you know, just they're saying they're UFOs. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you never can tell. You know, when Esau, cause see, he's sneaky and crafty. He doesn't want the people to really know what's going on, so he'll throw it out there like, oh, they're just drones. You know, and whatever, you know. So the average person, they just taking it for face value for what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, we understand that these things are the, you know, the chariots of the Lord. I seen this one right here the other day.
A mysterious blue sphere-shaped, unidentified flying object nearly landed at Manchester Airport, prompting temporary flight suspensions and heightened security. The silent, glowing object, about 2 meters in diameter, hovered.
Okay, anyway. But, you know, like I said, I'm not going to go all off into any of these like that. But, hey. See, right here, they got growing mystery over drone sightings in New York and Jersey. Hey, they supposed to be all over in Britain, flying over damn military, you know, compounds and shit like that, you know. And generally, those are no fly zones, man. They can, you know, just with the clip of a jammer, shit like that not flying over, you know, some of these spots that they're saying these things are flying over. So, anyway. But these are, you know, things that are being spoken of that they're trying to really hide too. They gotta, you know, get the heat off their asses when it comes to stuff like that as well. Let's get Ecclesiasticus, Second Esdras chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. This is what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be clocking in on the asses, man. Don't let none of these stories, get you all out of the way. And, you'll have, because see, you're going to have people, man, they're going to sit and do podcasts on shit like that all month long. Anything that's hot, and they feel like they can get views and likes to, they're going to just do their little, sit downs and all this other little shit like that. Run them dumbass commercials down on you. Like, what's these stupid ass commercials they got now? Mainly they pretty much so-called black people, black chicks, talking about you missing out your money. You know what I'm saying? The $5,000 and the immigrants and this. And you're like, man, how the fuck, Who the fuck is clicking on shit like that? But it's people that's stupid enough to click on that shit, man. And give up all their information. Anyway, it says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time, wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. This is what's going on. This is what we're supposed to be watching for. When the highest begin to visit the world which he made, and these are the things that we're seeing, man, through these so-called UFO sightings, all these prophecies coming to pass, all these uproars of the people. Matter of fact, it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, well, you see uproars of the people all over the fucking world right now, except for America. It's a few things going on, but it's not going on like all these European countries, man. All these European countries got motherfuckers trying to burn down the city, so to speak, because they're tired of their governments. Matter of fact, that Second Esdras 15, it talks about how the people would disregard their kings and princes. That shit that's going on over there in South Korea. They didn't impeach that president over there, but shit, they still up, out in the streets, man. People out in the streets, hardcore, all over the world. Okay, but and earthquakes, like I said, earthquakes, man, they've been happening. They happen every day anyway, but it's been a few big ones this week. That's done went down. The one out in California where they issued the tsunami warning. The one that's, I think it was, I forgot this island. I think it was today or yesterday. And generally, I mean, it just is what it is, man. You can't get around these earthquakes in diverse places, which means in very different places. Like, it's earthquakes in places where you would never hear of an earthquake as of late. Verse 4 says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So we know what's going on, man. Let's get that, Second Esdras 15. Start at verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. See, this is what you should be focused on. Not no bullshit stories about fucking P. Diddy and Jay-Z, or no, some Black Lives Matter out here again. Like, where the fuck y'all been all this time? I ain't gonna even get off into, their founders. But that shit is some bullshit. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. And this is what they're trying to generate. So when you seen a guy like, the KKK, they done won another one, whatever, that could, they already trying to push for the Civil War to begin with, because the nation is already divided. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings, nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So these people gonna be like, fuck the government, man. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. And see, this is what we need to be focused on. And by us knowing this, that's where you get, you can go off into Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And it reads, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So through this wisdom and his knowledge, and the Lord telling us to watch and pray, and if you are watching and praying, you're going to see these things come to pass, and you're going to know exactly what's going on while everybody else going fucking crazy. What's happening? What's going on with the world? We gonna already know, It just is what it is, man. So, what's that, Luke chapter 21, verse 36. And it says, and this is Yahushua speaking too, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus. But his name is Yahushua, which means that he's the Savior or deliverer in the Paleo Hebrew. And the true name of the Father is Yahweh, which means that he exists with the existing one. And if you notice, this Israelite movement, man, is moving so hard and so fast on these people that they don't know how to react other than, what the scripture says about them pretty much coming down on us, man. And we're going to have to be ready. But Luke 21 and 36, it says, watch ye therefore and pray always. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Watching, praying, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and stand before the Son of Man. See, that's a part of what the Lord, that's a commandment, that we be watchful and that we be prayerful, man, at all times, says to pray without ceasing. So you're going to have, people going to be going fucking nuts out here, man. You're not going to want to be out here, in these streets, man, like that, man. When, and right now you don't want to be out here. Because again, like I said, Esau done gave the people all their bread and circuits that they need for right now. They're all focused on, their little holiday season. They're all focused on their, you got people that's, making fucking plans for New Year. You know what I'm saying? Little shit like that. But overall, all these little news stories, all this Facebook shit, all this social media stuff, all these different, this rapper doing that, this rapper doing that, the newest song coming out, the newest video, this person beefing, this, it don't take a whole bunch to keep our people, man, stupefied. It just don't take a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Jake just want to be entertained. Jake wake up to play, man. Jake not about no real, you know what I'm saying? They might have a serious mindset when it comes to going and getting some damn money. And they'll get that money no matter, what it takes for them to get it. We ain't talking about that type of seriousness. We talking about the seriousness of these scriptures, man. The seriousness of these prophecies coming to pass. And they come to pass fast, too. Because right now they doing a little news conference in the backdrop here. When I found this guy out here, supposedly Blair, Pennsylvania. Bunch of so-called white guys sitting around, you know what I'm saying? Standing there with them dumbass suits on. A bunch of damn Edomites, so-called white people, you know what I'm saying? With them butt-naked ass faces. That shit just look nasty, man. When, a man with no beard, just looking at it really looks like they're, like, looking at just the bare skin of them like that. Just look disgusting. And they standing on TV right now, so they're going to run this, that's breaking news. They're going to run this shit down. They're going to keep that shit on loop. As far as this guy supposedly, killed this guy from the insurance company or whatever. And you're probably going to hear about a whole bunch of other shit coming out. That happened in New York, of course. And like I said, you got these protesters out there in New York pretty much about ready to tear some shit up, over that trial. So it is what it is, man. But, I just wanted to just put this out there, man. A little disclaimer. Hey, keep your head on a swivel. Don't get caught up in the bullshit. And don't even get to talking with people about some of this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to just let it go. We done told our people about the gospel. Sometimes you got to just go into stealth mode. Like, you know what? Oh, for real? Oh, okay, all right. And keep that shit moving. Because, they like that type of company. They want somebody to sit and talk to them about a bunch of bullshit. A bunch of carnal bullshit. And that is, that could be draining, or you don't even want that spirit on you. That spirit of damn gossip and just, just a bunch of bullshit, really, is what it is. Anyway, with that, I pray that this lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashala and the Bible Ball.